I'm Irina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna have a look at Avon's concealers. Before I start, I need to do a little disclaimer. I have bought all of these with my own money. I haven't been asked to do a review. I just thought it would be good to compile everything into one video so you can refer to it in case you're curious or in case you want to shop and you don't know which one to get. Another part of the disclaimer is that just keep in mind that this is just my opinion, so if I dislike something you might really like it and vice versa. We all have different skin types, different application methods, different preferences when it comes to makeup, so just keep that in mind. And before I get into the video, if you like these types of videos, then I would hope you consider subscribing, because I do other Avon reviews and demos. But I also do more general beauty videos like unboxings. I do latest in beauty unboxing and empties and stuff like that. So I hope you'll check out my channel and subscribe. The best and worst title is a little bit clickbaity, sorry. Because I don't really dislike any of these concealers. In my opinion, they're all good concealers. But what makes one go to the top and what makes one go to the bottom for me are other things like shade range or packaging or things like that. So you'll see that when we get into it. So first of all, I want to get you up close, and hopefully I remember to zoom out again for the outro. Yeah, we're gonna start applying these to my face and see what they do. So I've got a very light layer of BB cream on just to see how things layer on top. Not the same as having full coverage foundation, but I'm going to take things off all the time. So yeah, I am going to apply on one side with my finger and one side with a brush. The brush I'm going to use is the Jessup 142 Concealer Puffer. So on the bottom of my preference for Avon's concealer is the Mark Cream Concealer, and it's the one with the round pot. Why this one is right at the bottom is the packaging. Yeah, I had mine for quite a while, so it's not looking the best, which is kind of why I wanted to do this video as soon as possible. But yeah, this white plastic that they use for lids, it's not sturdy at all. And I had the same issue with different brands that use white plastic. I don't know what the difference is between white and black, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's lasting very well. And also, I mean, yeah, I could use a brush every time, but I like using my fingers, so this can get quite mucky using my fingers all the time. Another reason it makes it down to the bottom list, and it's something that I probably should address now, is the shade range. This one only comes in 3 shades. It's fair, medium and deep. What's good is that although it has 3 shades, they're spread out, so you have fair, medium and deep rather than fair, light and light medium, you know, for example. And we have the same issues with another concealer as well. Also, this type of concealer, I think the same formula you can find in the Define and Sculpt face palette. So a little bit about this. This costs £6, comes in 3 shades. Let's see the quantity for this. Doesn't say. It's supposed to cover, blur, correct, hide under eye circles. It's supposed to be no cakey and not creasy. Well, I can tell you now that that's not going to happen for me. And also it's supposed to be a good lipstick base. I never use it for lipstick base. I don't like using concealers on my lips. So, and, going back to the non-creasy thing, I have quite the smile lines. I've had these since forever, because that's just how my face is. Fingers crossed they haven't gotten that bad as, you know, as I aged. But there is no such thing as a creaseless concealer on me. I have to powder for it not to crease. I've tried several that said, or creaseless, like, no. Everything creases on me, so let's just say that now. Also, I don't know how to describe my under eye area. I don't know if it's drier than usual or what it is. But yeah, I tend to get dark circles, especially if I haven't slept well, and I do have smile lines. So I'm gonna start applying this. I'm gonna apply with my finger first. And I usually start in my darkest area and then just blend down and out. I am not one of those people that has triangles under my eyes. It just doesn't look good on me. I think I put a bit too much on my brush. But this is fair, by the way. I think it goes a little bit longer with a brush. You can definitely use it for highlighting as well. Like I said, it's the same. It seems to be the same formula as in the sculpting palette. So yeah, you can definitely highlight with this. Because of this shade, I don't use it for covering spots. Maybe if I would put concealer on first and then foundation on top. But let's see. Covers, blurs, corrects and hides under eye darkness. I definitely think it has covered the darkness. I don't know so much about blurring. I don't know if my camera picks up the outside noise, but that's just what's going on. So unfortunately I don't have the luxury to choose when to film, so yeah, we're gonna have to put up with that. It's not cakey. I don't think it's cakey. I personally don't think it's cakey. It feels quite hydrating as well, which I like about it. So I quite like the formula. I just don't like the fact that doesn't have very good shade range, and it comes in the packaging. It comes, you know. I'm not gonna repurchase this because I do have this one in here to use. Just to show you, that's the concealer. Okay, next concealer. Next up on my top concealers is actually, and please don't gasp, the Power Stay Concealer. And you can see I've got two here. The Power Stay Concealer is £8. It comes in 5 shades, yet I still need 2 shades to combine it to get like my ideal shade, which is why it's not up there. It's supposed to last for 18 hours, buildable and have full coverage, and yeah, it's 5 ml. Did I say it's £8 normally? Yeah. But yeah, it's 5 shades from fair to deep, so again we'll call like a stretch over all the skin tones. So yeah, but yeah, it doesn't make it to the top of the list because I still have to combine 2 shades. So how I do this is I take the lighter shades, put a drop there, a drop there, and then this one I find really good for covering blemishes as well. And I'll take a drop in between, just a little bit on there, just to get it more like my skin tone. And then I'm gonna take a brush. I don't really do this one with my finger, unless I really want to blend it. But yeah, we can see the difference in tone. I have to get it like just right. And I think I will continue blending with my finger now. This one though, I found that it creases the least. It really stays put. So I do think the 18-hour claim is true. I don't think I've ever had makeup on for 18 hours. Because I do my makeup a bit later on in the day. And I take it off as soon as I can. But yeah, it blends really nicely like the previous one. Let's see, it said it's buildable. I never tried to put it on top of it of itself again, but let's try that. Let's try it on this side. Let's see how it builds. think I've got a lot more coverage once I build it up a little bit. Yeah, it seems like it blended in nicely again. Doesn't look cakey. It's not particularly hydrating, not like the previous one. Yeah, it is a good concealer, it's just the shade range really lets it down. It's particularly good nowadays when you gotta wear masks all the time. But yeah, that's the Power Stay one. Okay, my next concealer is a little bit of an unsung hero. What lets it down again is the shade range. We have again fair, medium and deep, and this is the MARC Nude Matte Cream Concealer. Right, the Nude Matte Cream Concealer is £6. It's supposed to be creaseless, lightweight and full coverage. Right, so the fact that this one is £6 as opposed to the Power Stay, which is £8, I think you get better value with this one. Let's start applying. So you can immediately see how much that stretches, and I could go even more. One little dot goes a long way, and I think that's why I'm rating it a little bit higher. Oh, should have used the brush, sorry, than the Power Stay, because this one really impressed me. This one came out way before the Power Stay, so maybe that's why, because it was the first one that really impressed me when it comes to coverage. It does feel quite lightweight. I don't know how it looks like in the camera, but in the mirror I can definitely see it quite matte. That's a look you're after. I don't know if it's creaseless or not. I've never tested it. I've tested the Power Stay to see how creaseless it is, because I always put powder on top as well, just to stop it from creasing. So this is a concealer formula that I really enjoy. Again, the drawback is the shade range. I do like the packaging though. My top concealer from Avon is the Flawless Concealer Stick. It should come with some writing on it, mine didn't, but it does come with like a foil that you pull out and you have all the information on that. Main reason for this is the shade range. This is the best shade range that Avon has, 7 shades, goes from fair to deep. Also, the price of it is £6, again, good value. It's supposed to be blendable, creamy and have an oil-free formula. So when I hear blendable and creamy, that's for me. That's what I like in concealers. As you can tell, mine is used a little bit, obviously. Almost finished. When you first apply it, it can be a little bit stiff. But once you got that first application off, when you finished with your first application, you'll see that it's a lot creamier and it blends a lot easier. But what I like about this is just you can really target where you need to cover. It is not super full coverage or anything like the other ones. By the way, my shade is light. There's fair, light, and then a few other ones. And this one matches me the best as well. So again, another reason why it's up there. And it blends super quick and easy. I got the brush again. Again, this one is not one that I use the brush for, because it's just so quick to blend. I really don't feel like I need a brush. I can be quick enough just with my fingers. This is my favorite. I just find that it's just so quick and matches me so well. I can use it on my face and on my under eyes. So it is my top concealer. And I still have one to show you, which is not exactly a concealer, and I haven't removed this one. because it is the under eye brightening illuminator. So it's not exactly a concealer, it is just more like a corrector and brightening. You can use it on its own or just over foundation if you don't need a lot of coverage, or you can use it on top of another concealer if you just need a little bit extra, like I need today. This one is 6.5 ml of product. You'll have to excuse mine. It does separate as you pull it out, so I think what I'll have to do is pull the stopper out once it gets down there. I've had this for quite a while and I don't have issues with it drying or anything like that. It comes in 4 shades from fair to warm, and it's supposed to brighten skin and brighten any dark shadows that you have on your face. So you could use it as contouring as well if you wanted to highlight. So I'll just put it there where I'm the darkest, and then just blend in with my finger. What I like about this is that actually it blends so well over product, so it doesn't look cakey. Just try and use a brush again. You can see, I can see in the mirror that it's just brightened that inner corner right there. I mean, my under eye itself is a little bit sunken because of lack of sleep, so there's no product that can help with that really. Not makeup product, it will have to be a skincare product. But I can definitely see, like, if I go in certain angles, you can see it definitely brightened and it made me look a lot more awake. I haven't really used it for contouring. I really want to try and see how it looks on the skin, because sometimes I can get product that can look a little bit cakey. Especially on my chin. Yeah, it looks okay. It's really not cakey at all, so I do really like it. But I haven't included it in my best and worst because it's not exactly concealer. You will find it in the concealer section, but it's an under eye illuminator. So let's do a little recap. We've got the brightening under eye illuminator. We've got a cream stick concealer, which it's my personal favorite because of the shade matching and how quick it is to apply. It's also oil free if you got oily skin. We've got the Nude matte cream concealer, which is a full coverage concealer, really quick to apply. I just need 1 more shade ranges in this one. The Power Stay concealer, which is good if you want something that just stays to your face all day long. You're wearing masks a lot, but I'm frustrated with the shade ranges. Even though there's extra shades compared to other concealers, I still haven't found that shade that matches me. I will say that Avon's concealers are on offer every so often. Well, actually Avon does offers every month, different offers every month, so you can find it on offer, and if it's a good enough deal, it doesn't break the bank to get 2. Yeah, it's just the frustration with the shades. And my least favorite is the cream concealer, even though I like how hydrating it is. Again, it has a few shade ranges and the packaging is not the best. Let me know if you ever tried Avon concealers, which one you tried and what you think of it. And if you kind of agree with this best and worst of mine, do you have different opinions? It's absolutely fine to have different opinions. Like I said, we're all different. We all have different preferences when it comes to makeup. We all like to apply our makeup in different ways. We all like our makeup to look different to one another. You know, it's absolutely fine. If you have a different opinion, you can say so. You know, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I would love it if you could subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.